friends, we're back. We're Black and Curious. I'm Kandron.
Hey, it's Dehjai.
And if you've never been here before, welcome. We do a intersection between pop culture and real life. And today we are here to to applaud a queen. Applaud a queen.
Don't
Ashley
do that.
Darby. Yes.
Baby, I said
Yes.
Ashley is having these children to make sure she secures her wealth.
We're
And
going to talk, we are going to talk a little bit about prenups and postnups, but first of all, we're going to take a moment to applaud a queen in Ashley Darby. Yes.
girl, we said it from
Yes.
the beginning of Potomac when she was 26,
Woo!
like a 50-something-year-old man. But
My God, the way Ashley played this thing, it's just flawless. It is flawless. Flawless.
baby, she was
So
playing the long game.
if you are hello, and honestly, it's not even that long because she's met him and married him when she was on the show. She was like 26 and she's like 32 now. She has time to have a whole other family and
Hello.
enjoy
Yes.
Michael Darby's money
Hello.
in the process.
Like, bitch, you better do it.
Oh my God, today. All right, so listen.
Set up her whole family too.
Whole family. So listen, if you've not watched Housewives of Potomac, I honestly don't even know why you're here because you probably don't even know what we're talking about. But let's just give a quick recap. Ashley joined Housewives of Potomac at the tender age of 26, was married to this old man, this old Australian man, and we were just like, okay, girl, we see
Who
the
had
move.
long money. Let's be clear about that. He
Absolutely.
had long money.
Long money. And also like, the things. Had real estate, had all the monies, had restaurants, all of this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're kind of like, okay, girl, we see the move, but when does it start? So Michael keeps embarrassing her all over this TV. He has grabbed men's tushes.
That
He
woman
has
in the first season?
in the very first season, he
Like,
grabbed Katie's boyfriend's tush, I think.
on the
Or
dance
was it?
floor. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then he was accused of like sexually, well, not sexually, well, I guess,
Well, was
like,
someone at Monique's house
yeah,
that
the
like a
Bravo, it was a cameraman on Bravo.
okay, yeah.
Then
And
he was
Monique
accused,
conveniently lost the footage. I said,
correct.
girl.
Then he was accused of doing some canoodling while Ashley was away. Was she pregnant at the time or had she already had a baby?
No, she had the Dean, and he was
Okay,
like maybe 6 months old, and they were away
correct.
on the trip in the cabin, and they was at
That's right.
Monique's house. Shout
That's
out
right.
to
And
Monique.
he was found out in the press or in the blogs, the tabloids, whatever, of canoodling while Ashley was away. Okay. So we're all sitting around like, okay, okay.
What's tea?
But Ashley is still having babies. So I'm in my mind, I already know what this is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But even in the process, okay, so initially Ashley signed a prenup when they got married,
Mm-hmm.
but the prenup had like a 5 year stipulation.
Mm-hmm.
And it also had, so
Postnups.
she made it the 5 years. She made it the 5 years before, and all of this canoodling is happening within the 5 years, except the last thing with him canoodling while she was away on vacation
And she had a baby in the five
and
years.
had a
The
baby.
last of the 5 years she did. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, even before that, I think it was before. No, it was, yeah, she had the baby, but the baby was after the postnup. So, anyways, I think it was while she was pregnant or something. So, anyways, all this canoodling is happening. She hits the 5 years, and they're like, I mean, I already made it 5, so I could just leave now. Then Ashley starts having children for this man and renegotiates her prenup into a postnup to account for what's going to happen with her and her son now because she's got a kid now. So she has to factor his livelihood into this situation.
Yes,
So
for the rest
just
of her
as a
life.
little bit more background, the people always focus on a prenup, and I highly believe in prenups for anybody who has anything,
Mm-hmm.
including like if you have inherited money, if you have anything before you get married, if you have a high paying job, anything, you need to make sure you are clear on what is yours, what is that other person's, and what is y'all that's shared, and who walks away with what at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I always heard like it's better to do this stuff while you're still friends versus waiting till it's got to get ugly and nasty. So, anyways, Ashley used an opportunity to negotiate a postnup, which is something that people don't talk about, but you can still make those provisions after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called a postnup.
5 year mark.
So Sis was like, girl, you have been making a fool of me and canoodling all around town. So he signs the postnup. They sign a postnup, and she has another baby. And here's another thing: you about most family law in a lot of states, I think, is like you can waive spousal support, but you cannot waive child support. So she's still going to get the child support either way.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to get whatever has been provided for her and the children in the postnup.
Mm-hmm. Because she was already in that marriage long before that came about. So she succeeded in living through that first 5 years with the embarrassments and all.
If the people are going to embarrass you, you have got to make it worth your while. I always said too, I think that these break babies, like the Gabrielle Union Dwayne Wade situation, I really believe she probably negotiated the hell out of that prenup or postnup or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
because that happened before they got married. I was like, well, that looks like terms to renegotiate to me. And not to say that she's a slouch on her own, but I
Right.
mean that
It makes
NBA
you wonder,
money,
like,
and he's investing and buying teams and stuff now.
Yeah, I feel like
Right, if you want to.
definitely Dwayne Wade or what is Kid Fury and Crystal call him Dwayne Yang.
No, the why ain't. That's hilarious.
Anyway, but yeah, that definitely that was long money because this hasn't done anything since she had to sue the
Mm-hmm.
something got talent. Was that the show that she was suing the producers on for like
Oh yeah.
racial
Oh yeah,
whatever?
yeah, yeah.
That happened like
And
right
she
before the
does stuff.
pandemic.
She like acts and like she's making all this. Well, she's
Child,
making
the
like
way Kendra just said she does stuff, the shade.
yeah. Oh no, I mean I like Gabrielle Union. I like her a lot. She writes. She's been writing books. I read her first book, which was very very good.
Hmm.
We're gonna need more wine. I want to read her second book, but I'm waiting for it to go on sale.
I want to
Um.
try her the wine, the pudding Chardonnay.
Oh, I haven't had that, but she
I
has like.
found it.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it, but she also does the toddler snacks, the Bitsies. Yeah, she has like a whole line of like kid, baby, and toddler stuff
I mean, it makes sense. They got that
for
cute
Cobb.
ass
And
coffee
so
names.
her kid is super
Not
cute,
coffee and
Cobb,
names. Lord, I don't
and she's
have a whole
so
bunch.
cute and so smart and funny. And so anytime that she's like doing videos or whatever, she'll have the like little bitsies and stuff. That's Gabrielle Union's company.
Oh, look at
Snacks.
that.
Yeah.
Not me renaming the child. Got the first name right. The last name was wrong as two left shoes. Carry on.
But yeah, I'm just like, man, listen. Ashley negotiated. She stayed the 5 years to get the first endowment.
Indeed.
Renegotiated when he made a fool of her. That's I'm like, listen,
But
everybody's
like
had a
even
price.
down to when they sat down to have the conversation about his foolery on TV, that shit was so weird. It was like a business dinner.
Well, yes, but I think they had probably that was more so for the cameras at that point.
For
Like they
sure.
surely had really worked all of that out by
For
then.
sure. Don't disagree with you on that. But that I'm like, yo, what is going on? But baby girl, she got paid. You did that right. Okay.
You did that
Everybody
right.
who's looking to do such, take a page out of the Ashley Darby book.
Now let me tell you something. I am not an Ashley Darby fan. I think she is vile, genuinely.
Facts.
Or generally, that's what I meant to say. Generally, she is vile, but
Mm-hmm.
she did that
And did.
and did. And that's all I have got to say. Get your prenups if you're getting married and you've got stuff. You got a house that you bought on your own. Get your prenups in order so that amount and whatever you make and your equity and all of that can be outside of your relationship.
Hello.
Get your prenups in order, people.
Matter of fact, I had a friend tell me recently that they don't want to get married because of them having, like a large retirement fund and all this other like large wealth elsewhere. And I was just like,
Prenup.
do you? But like that's what prenups are for. Don't miss out on the chance to be betrothed to your one true love because you got all this money on the back end for when you pass on.
Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Do your prenups, get your things in order. Um, yeah, and just do it the right way. And here's the thing that the people get all worked up about prenups. It's like, oh, it just feels like I'm planning for a divorce. Well, here's the thing, the law has already planned for you to be divorced because there are laws on the book about how things are distributed. There are laws on the books about 50-50, how long you got to wait to get the 50-50, about if some states have if somebody cheated, they have a certain clause for that. They have a certain monetary amount tied to that. They have a certain, yeah, there's all kinds of laws on the books. So the law has a prenup for you if you don't make one for yourself.
Hello.
So it is advisable that you get your own affairs in order so that you can do the things how you would see fit as opposed to the law.
Listen to the lawyer on the show, okay?
None of this is legal advice. I'm just saying.
And it's not just helpful hints.
Helpful hints. And Ashley Darby did what the girls need to do.
Hello. I'm like, I am so ready to watch the show now. Because also she's going through that. There's beef between Candiace, her husband, and Giselle. Giselle has alleged that the husband has been coming on to her. At least that's what's in the social media blogs. So I'm interested to see how this shit is finna play out. And to DJ Richie Sky's point, this is where I got the info from. I don't know how Candiace thought that she was gonna go through this whole process and be unscathed as far as her relationship is concerned.
I cannot wait. Honestly, Candiace, if you have watched our reality recaps before, you know that I find her to be just like her. Scum of the, like she is gross. Okay. So I'm more excited to see how Ashley got her groove back, and I'm hoping that it doesn't involve her being trifling and vile. I hope that this payout that she's going to get in this divorce makes her very happy. I hope that she gets to keep the apartment and we get to see her date and be messy. That's all I want.
When she left before, she went into another apartment similar to that of which she was living in.
Well, that's fine too. So
I'm
if
like,
the dog gets another place,
that apartment was in her name.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the doll has another place
condo
that she wants to be able to raise her kids and dip it low in, I'm happy for that too. I'm happy for
dip it low.
I'm happy for it.
Well, I think we have reached the end of this here discussion. Y'all let us know that
we have.
Are you watching or keeping up with the drama that is unfolding out of Potomac? Will you be watching when the show comes on? And make sure you follow us on all of our social medias and check out blackandcurious.com. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Later.